process. So how do we conduct a training need assessment? So conducting a training need assessment, we need to review the aspects of the salespeople. So first is background of the trainees, their previous job experiences, the gaps between their education and between their qualification and the required job activities. So it has to be done for each and every employee, each and every training staff, so that we can understand what are the qualifications. This cannot be done by training department. Usually it has to be done by the sales directors or the people who are responsible for leading them. So because they are the better understanding, they have a better understanding what are the qualifications needed for their job activities, and what are the skills they already possess, and what are the level of their skills, so that we can make improvement in their skills level. So the initial, what training they already have attended, company policies, procedures, sales methods, what are the recurring trainings that they have been attending, and what are the special trainings we are attending. So they done any new product services training, what are the remedial trainings they have done in the past. So we need to understand also what are the trainings that we need to give them, what trainings they already have attended, what are their skills level, and what else they need to do. So based on what else they need to do, they can do different type of training. They can do special trainings, ongoing trainings, they can attend the initial trainings again. That once we have identified the training needs, then we need to identify what are the training objectives. So training objectives is to have is usually focus on performance, achieving successful training results from the training. The primary object of most of the training departments is to teach and distribute the channel members how to be more productive, how to convert, how to negotiate, how to respond to a deal, how to be more persuasive, how to increase the conversion factors. So the contemporary philosophy is that salespeople are advisors and consultants, not mere the product pusher. We have been seeing that since the beginning of the course, that the salespeople are working as a consultant to the customer to solve their problems. So they need a mind shift change. They push the sales of the rooms, but also sell the solution, the experience of the property. So as a consultant and advisor, the salesperson need to develop a long-term relationship with the client. The most successful sales managers have a very strong relationship with the customers. They are able to influence the decision made by the customers. They identify the customer's problem and solutions. They depend on the provide that depends on the providing the helpful information and service to secure the business. They often work as a member of a team of specialists. They follow through the ensure that the customer satisfaction is there, not only at the time of sales but also the after sales. They take the feedback from the customers. They help the customers in removing any hindrances or any ironing out any problems that they might be incurring during the process. They work closely with the marketing support staff. Then they want to participate in training to enhance the selling and relationship building skills. So the salespeople, when we are dividing the training for our sales, we need to emphasize on the salespeople as a consultant and as an advisor, how they can maintain the relationships, how they can understand the customer problems, how they can draft or they can propose a solution to their problems, how they should negotiate, how they can take the feedback of the customers in a positive manner, how they should be communicating with the internal departments, so that without hurting them they are sending the message across of the customer. So these are the training needs analysis. Once we have done the training need analysis and we have identified the objective, what do we need to train, now we need to finalize the type of training, what type of training we are going to give to our salespeople. So there are two type of trainings here: initial training programs and continuous training programs. So initial training programs are usually given at the time of joining of salespeople for newly hired salespeople, and it's a comprehensive. It usually takes 3 to 6 months. Initial company policies, fact sheets, products, service history, customers, negotiation skills, company specific solution skills. So these are the initial training programs, and then there are continuous sales training programs which are designed for working peoples, the person who has already been working for a long time and we need to upgrade their skills. These are shorter programs. It can last from 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day workshop to a week programs. So it depends on their specialized topics, and it's very modular and is very personalized for their own skills. So the participants can only 3 or 5 only, not a lot of participants. They are not